This person says, dude, I lived through Obama. He did nothing. His Obamacare was a disaster. His DACA policy was a disaster. Cash for clunkers was another disaster. Guy did nothing. He was praised as a god because he, whatever. TikTok cut off the last little words. Does it fucking matter what he said? No, it doesn't. Everything Obama did was a disaster, right? So what did you say? Cash for clunkers, it was a disastrous program, I think, in general. Obamacare was a disaster. Tell that to the 22 million Americans that were able to get health insurance under his administration that couldn't previously because health insurance companies were denying them for some reason. Tell that to the people who were able to keep their kids on their health care plans until they were 26. Tell that to the people who couldn't get health care because they had a pre-existing condition, but the Affordable Care Act made sure that they could get coverage. Hell, we're living, breathing examples of Obamacare working. When my wife was between jobs at one point in time, we had coverage through the ACA. It saved us, covered our ass from devastating medical consequences had we not had it. And now, since her company collapsed under its own weight, we carry our own, for the last 6 months, we've carried our own insurance through the ACA. The only way we could afford to pay for the health insurance that is exorbitantly high in this country is through the ACA. The Obamacare initiative, the Obamacare bill, the Affordable Care Act was not disastrous. It helped millions of people. And here's where all the people are going to flood in here and go, oh, fucking ruined my health insurance. Shut the fuck up. With everything, there's some good and some bad. And if you want to level it all out and make sure everybody is taken care of, then some people take a hit and some people get some help, but overall, it helps people. Overall, Obamacare has helped people. And let's not forget, Obamacare is not a Democratic idea. It's a Republican idea, thought up by none other than the Heritage Foundation and implemented in Massachusetts when Mitt Romney was the governor there. In Massachusetts, they call it Romney Care. Obama came into office wanting universal health care, Medicare for all. His compromise with Republicans was giving them their plan with a few tweaks, like the individual mandate. So no, that wasn't a disaster. DACA, a disaster? How the fuck is DACA a disaster? Can you please explain that to me? Do you know what DACA is? DACA allows the children who were brought here by undocumented immigrants when those children were babies and didn't know shit from Shinola. It protects those people who have only ever known the United States of America. See, people like Trump and his advisors like Stephen Miller, they want to take these people and they want to throw them out of the country. They want to send people back to Nicaragua that have never been to Nicaragua. They want to send people back to Guatemala that have never been to Guatemala. They want to send people back to Mexico that have never been to Mexico. You want to know why they've never been to those locations? Because they were brought here as a baby, and this is the only country they've ever known. They went to school here. They rode their bikes here, played with their friends here, got jobs in high school here, went to college here. They've only ever known the United States of America. DACA protects those people from being deported. How the fuck is that a disaster? The only reason you say everything that Obama did was a disaster is because you don't like Obama, which means you can't critically think, which means, with all due respect, you're not fucking intelligent enough to have this conversation with us.